Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I recently got my very first Deimos kill and I was fortunate enough to capture it via NVIDIA Shadowplay. So I thought I would just kind of talk my way through the entire boss encounter in an informal guide type of way. But if you're looking for a very quick summary of the fight, here we go. For the initial phase, go around and you kill the chains, as you can see right now. In the second phase, you fight Deimos, and be careful of his clock slam. You'll know what I mean in a second. Third phase, be careful of tears, oils, and be ready to go back into the demonic world and fight Saul. For the fourth phase, you will have to fight another copy of Saul, and at 40% of his health, greed and pride, the spirits, will start to charge towards Saul, and just make sure to kill them. In phase 5, Deimos will summon, or Saul will summon another green circle and go and kill the third and final Saul. And then once you reach 10% of his health, you'll go into the final phase and you just have to kill Deimos with all the mechanics rolled into one, meaning hands, oils, shards, bloodstone shards, tears, and his auto attacks, his slams and stuff. So I hope that was a generally concise information, just bursted in 30 seconds. But here, this is the second phase, and the pie, I like to call it the clock slam for right now. He slams into one pie section, and then it cascades outward in a circle. Life is a circle. But nevertheless, that was a quick summary of the fight, and now I'm just going to provide some commentary. First off, I really enjoyed this fight. It wasn't as hard. I know, coming from a healer, some people who might be tanks or hand-kiters might say it's really difficult, but in the position that I was in, being the group healer, I found it very fun. I had some challenge, but it wasn't to the point where I was going to cry. And as you might have seen there, Saul was out. We went back into the demonic world and we fought Saul. And just as a general tip, whenever you see Saul have a break bar, be sure to break it, because typically bad things happen if you let that break bar continue to live. And it comes up quite often. And you can see here, I always was cautious of our hand-kiter, because in runs before this recording, the hand-kiter would die because his hand count got too high and he forgot to dodge out or move out of the hands. So I would just throw a heal back there every once in a while, which I'm not sure is helpful. It might mess up the rotation. Oh well, live and learn. And for those of you who are new, you can see out front the oils, the black circles near Deimos. They have spawned and they last 30 seconds before despawning. Right there, I had a mini heart attack because I was getting transported into the demonic world once again. But I used Ancestral Grace accidentally, and thankfully I was no longer considered to be on that map. Here, for the next phase of Saul, my main tip, and pretty much the only tip, is to look for the Saul with the white mantle staff. Other ones, like the staff he has now, which is more of like a fanned, spiked type of staff, those are just illusions. And as you can see here, this is the first time I realized that I did not activate my heart. This is my first kill. I had the heart, but I forgot to activate it, so I have to do it again. But now I'm officially an experienced Druid healer and also Dragon Hunter DPS. I've gotten Deimos 2% on my Dragon Hunter via the ranged method. Also, as a tip for the oil kiters, is just a general rule. Deimos will be focused on the tank, the person with the highest toughness, and the oils will spawn at the second closest person to Deimos. And this is a role that should be assigned to players. Typically it's a druid, so basically that means there's someone going to be next to the tank at all times. other than that, I just focused on getting tears when I can and just providing the group with stacks of might and making sure they're healed. And as you might have seen in the upper right hand corner, the tears are just white circles and they shoot out bloodstone. Generally added damage to the group that can be easily mitigated by someone just walking over there and stepping on them. And here you can see one of the prides up, or greed. I'm not sure if it was a pride or a greed, but you deal with them fairly quickly, much like in the very first phase. But a little bit more about my reactions. I was very saddened that I forgot the heart, but I loved the fight in general. I like all the mechanics, and it's fitting for a final boss. I've gotten Deimos down to 2%, but I wanted to wait off until I officially killed him to make a video. And this is the third time that we're going to go up to the demonic world, and or below, considering your viewpoint, to go and fight Saul. Oh, I thought someone else was going to go for the tear, so I stopped. It's actually kind of nice recording yourself and looking back, because I'm now noticing certain things that I did that I hadn't noticed during the whole entire fight. So I would encourage people to record your gameplay if you feel like you can get better. And hopefully everyone feels that they can get better. So we're just dealing with the third Saul, making sure that we are in the center of the room, because Deimos is on the other side, and his seismic slam, I'm not sure if it's called seismic slam, but his clock attack, as I have coined it, won't reach us if we're in the center. And I have not tried the melee strategy for Deimos. I'm not sure if that just means that you're constantly in the middle of the map along with Deimos, so you have the clock attack to deal with as well. But I've only ever done the ranged attack, or the ranged method, and that seems to be fairly effective and easy for healers and ranged DPS. I have not done this on a tank, and the tanks, people who effectively tank Deimos, you have all of my support and all of my praise. And also the hand-kiters. Hand-kiters have a rotation in all in and of themselves. But I actually kind of want to be a hand-kiter because it seems fun. Oh, and here I was trying to like spam the crystalline heart because I didn't know if you'd be out of combat for a brief period of time when you're transported at the 10% mark. So I tried my very best, but my efforts were futile lords. And then this is the final phase of the big version of Deimos. Very menacing, but his auto attacks are just slams. And of course the oil, someone had stepped in the oil, and so it starts expanding. If anyone had any questions as to what the oil does, that is what it does. And you might also notice that the hands, the red patches, looks like rosacea and or hives. It's not a good feeling. But they are wiggling away, attacking people who step inside, so be sure to be cautious of them. We're getting Deimos down. I've heard, I'm not completely sure, but I think Deimos has increased health and or toughness during his final phase. I'm not completely sure. I heard that somewhere. I think it was like on a video I was watching. I decided to pop my Spirit of Nature just to continue heals. At this point, I did not know what was happening. I was worried about oils, I was worried about hands, and I was worried about tears. The 10% is definitely the most stressful, and everyone goes down. I end up going down at the 1% mark, and then 2 other people are alive to deal condition damage and flat damage and finish him off. Spoilers! But this was my Deimos run. I tried to go over there, but I saw an oil, and I thought, better to not step in it, just in case. But I hope everyone enjoyed. That was just a quick commentary, because I thought it'd be fun. I don't know. I really enjoyed my Deimos kill. Thought I'd share it with you guys as well. And I hope you learned something and or got some entertainment out of it. and subscribe for more Kill Wars 2 content. I have more videos planned. Like the video if you liked it, and comment down below about your first Deimos kill, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. I'll let this